Squid Talk is live.
It's 6 a.m. That's right. Hope you like your present. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Lisa, it's your birthday. God bless you this day. You gave me the gift of a little sister, and I'm proud of you today.
Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
I wish you love and goodwill. I wish you praise and joy. I wish you better than your heart desired and your first kiss from a boy.
Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Oh, this is the best present I ever got. Thank you, Bart. Thank you, Michael.
Well, my work is done here.
I don't know if you all heard, but apparently The Simpsons is pulling that episode from their library because of the breaking news of those two guys that are trying to get money from the Jackson estate and lying about everything that happened.
You mean telling the truth finally?
I'm just kidding. I'm not taking sides. I don't care enough to take sides, but I am saddened that they are pulling this episode. It's again separating the art from the acts. I did think it was very funny, something I shared here the other day, that someone made the comment, The Simpsons should actually pull everything from 1998 and on, which breaks my heart because I've always loved and will always love The Simpsons, but it's just not the same.
So you're saying that's true, that they should pull everything from that time?
I don't want them to, but they probably should. And then just like when people are like everyone that's born like tomorrow and from then on, when they do run into The Simpsons decades from now on like Hulu version 9 or whatever, they'll be like, that was a good show. And they won't see when they ruined it. It'll just stay good in time. Aisha, thank you for being here. I'm sorry it's so late where you are. I don't know where you are right now. She says it's 1:30. What does that mean?
I don't know.
1:30.
1:30?
I should not be awake right now. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for keeping you up so late. We had a crazy day today. We had a very long shoot. We had a lot of other things going on. I'm kind of liking doing this time right now. I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing, but it's very interesting. I'm very curious to see how it's going to go. I'm curious to see who will be able to join us at this time. Thank you for being here, Rose.
Well, look at what Hannah is saying. She says that you have a great musical vocabulary, and that is why your reactions are full of worth.
Hannah, I appreciate that. I miss it. I do miss it. You know what? If things go right, if all goes right, and I'm able to do that without feeling like I'm sacrificing other things that I'm actually responsible for, and I'm not neglecting other duties or whatever, I would love to get back to reactions. It's just that at times it's been hard because I have to do other things that actually pay the bills. Reactions never did that.
Do you like doing reactions? Like actually like doing reactions?
When I was doing it for like as part of my duties, because you know how at one time I was doing, well, I don't want to say past tense because we don't really know what's happening right now, but it was like my job to do MMA.
Yes.
And you know how before that,
We'll
even
just call
though
it creative videos,
yes, yes,
which is your job after today.
Oh, yes. And you know how before that, even though it was still like under the Voto umbrella, it was to do video Squid.
Mm-hmm.
I started to hate doing reactions.
Talk to me.
When it wasn't.
Hit the sad music button. Let's get the truth. Like, why, Chent? Why was it that reactions were causing you misery and sorrow in your life?
I started to hate doing the reactions because I put so much time and effort and energy into them, and the people that would show up and they would watch, they would be very supportive, and we'd have great conversation and great back and forth and lots of jokes and laughter and friendship. but it just wasn't hitting the numbers, the subscription numbers, the likes, the shares that I needed in order to sustain it, to justify spending hours upon hours doing it, because that's what I was getting paid for. There was no fruit. I enjoyed it. There was satisfaction in my work, but there was no...
You know what? You're sounding a lot like H3 right now.
I knew you'd say that. The problem is, here's the problem. Here's the problem. I enjoyed it, but I began to hate it because it didn't really line up with how much I was getting paid to do it. Because I was getting paid to do it. By him.
Was your boss complaining?
No,
about
but I
the
started to
views
feel
or anything?
guilty about it because YouTube wasn't feeding him the money that he was feeding me. It was definitely, there was something clogging that flow.
Ladies, I wanted him to keep on going.
So,
Just know that.
Me being my good-hearted nature, I didn't feel right about taking all the money and showing no progress.
Even though there was 5,000 subs and these loyal people coming in day after day.
That was the hard part. I loved it. And a lot of us, we became friends and we had great chats and stuff, but I couldn't really justify it as like a job anymore.
But you know what? He's back. Then there's going to be daily reactions. We're going to be reacting to music today. Tomorrow, next week, Monday, we're going to be reacting again. We're giving you guys the live reactions this time. And I'm going to make sure that Vincent reacts live for y'all.
I do. Gosh, it got really hot in here.
It did. Let me turn off the AC.
Or
the heater.
Oh gosh, hold on. Let me
I have an image
entertain the people. Oh. Oh my gosh. So let's get to what we wanted to talk about today.
Talk to him, Chen.
That is my new profile photo. That is from the shoot that we were doing earlier today.
Oh, yeah. If you guys... You know what? I think there is an Instagram chat going. I'm not sure who runs it. Maybe Fatima. But I was sharing some behind-the-scenes clips of Vincent and myself at our client shoot today. So if you're in the chat, you guys can see that. And also on my Instagram story, those are there. If Vincent wants those for the Video Squid Instagram story, I'll send them. But some fun clips of us.
So I do want to... We were talking about... Oh, you know what? Let's start off with the flat Earth.
Yes. Flat Earth. Flat Earth.
We've been going back for quite a while about whether or not the Earth is
Chen,
flat.
let me ask you a question. Don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat. I'm going to ask you a question before we get to flat Earth. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Let's see if this makes Vincent laugh.
Why do they have hooves instead of feet?
You're okay. I'm just gonna tell you.
Shoot.
They lactose.
Did Sarah tell you that one?
Sarah wrote that one.
I saw her saying earlier that she had jokes, but
She's
I
got
didn't see
jokes.
that.
You know what, Sarah? Maybe send the jokes prior, and then we'll see if they make Vincent laugh or not. Hey, that reminds me of that meme game that we wanted to do.
We are supposed to be playing a meme game.
Maybe next week we'll bring you guys a meme game where me and Vincent try to show each other memes and see who breaks first.
We will also bring you the new Reddit, the subreddit. That wasn't as long as I thought it would be. The new subreddit for you guys to give us maybe submit memes, appropriate memes.
You know what? They can send links through Instagram. The only problem is I can't open them on my computer on Instagram.
Yeah, it is a lot easier to have it like right here. Oh, I don't even have
Oh
my
wait, maybe a
computer right
Facebook page.
now.
Or they probably don't have Facebook, huh? Let's talk flat Earth.
I don't know.
We'll talk about that later. Let's talk flat Earth, Chan.
The new trailer came out today to prove once and for all that the Earth is flat.
Wow. Okay. Are we gonna watch it?
I would love to.
So I look up Jake Paul. No, it's Logan.
Logan Paul.
Logang.
Let us know in
Logang
the chat section if you believe that the Earth is flat or if you still go along with the round earthers.
Like me. I'm a round earther for life. And little known fact, y'all, Vincent likes the flat Earth theory. All right, here we go.
Conspiracy theories.
Maybe give us a reaction to the music on this too.
We've all heard them.
Did you see they had Michael Jackson?
At the last second, he's like, wait a minute. We got to add one more thing.
Okay, let's go.
Crazier? People that actually believe them.
Oh, Maverick Gangs.
I'm gonna say this as a friend. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Dramatic.
Why is that a fake conversation already?
I know.
He's not a good actor. Like, I would have thought he would have been a better actor.
Which one? Both?
Well,
Or
I
you meant
thought
Logan?
Logan.
Yeah,
Logan.
that was weird.
Okay, here we go.
What shape is the Earth?
Flat. Think that the Earth's flat because if it wasn't flat, then we would all be falling off of it.
It gives me great pleasure to announce for the 2018 Third Flat Earth International Conference, this many people can start questioning the reality, the truth set.
Like, he can't afford like a Bluetooth, so he's got it like hanging off of his ear. Hold on, did you guys catch that? Look. Why? Unless it's like a hearing aid or something, then I feel
Maybe
bad.
you know what?
but-
Maybe he's maybe he is so woke.
Oh.
I mean, this guy this guy knows that the Earth is flat.
Yes.
He also is aware of the dangers of radiation.
That's true.
This guy knows.
I thought you were gonna say he's so woke that all day he sits around and he just has conspiracy videos getting pumped into his ear. Okay, let's move on.
Wait a minute, I just found out something new.
Oh, it's a rectangle now? Oh, okay. Here we go.
The reality, the truth sets you free.
The evidence that presented that the get-go space is nonsense.
Do you acknowledge that other planets are round?
I don't acknowledge that other planets are planets.
Like you think that it's round is because like the shape of your eye is round.
We don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity.
When you're taught that you just came from nothing, because the scientific narrative is nothing exploded and created everything. We're crazy.
That's not the scientific narrative, but let's move on.
I didn't know any of this stuff before I came here, and like,
You're still learning.
it just sets you free.
You teach us some things.
It's tough because you've been told something your whole life and you've been a certain way, right?
Chat, wait. Do the Squid Squad, do they know like how good of an actor you are?
What do you mean?
No, but like they know you as Jesse. They've seen like you and
Well,
Jesse,
they all
right?
think I like Harry Styles.
Whoa! Bombs.
No. I don't know. I don't think I've ever acted on here unless they've
No,
gone
but what I'm
MMA.
saying, like, so they've never seen like any of our client work. They've never seen like any of our fun shorts that we do.
I know some of them. I know Rose is hardcore and she's moved over and seen MMA. Like she's the only one. Her and Fatima and Raynice.
All right, well, guys,
They're the only ones I know for
like
sure.
our studio here is a video production studio, and Vincent is one of our main actors that we use. He's like the main actor. He's actually part of the company, and what we do is either client videos or fun videos. Vincent's a very good actor, so when he sees Logan Paul acting horribly, it like freaks him out. Like, Chant, let's react to the acting in this scene. Okay.
A certain way, right?
What was going on there?
What I thought immediately. By the way, let me say real fast, Aisha. Sorry for the time change. Thank you very much for hanging in there with us as long as you could. We'll be back again. We're every day, bro. Even if we're not streaming every day, we will have daily uploads. I'm not sure if you
Aisha's
guys
a
have
real
seen
one.
me,
She's been watching
uploading
the
stuff.
IG stories.
Okay, good. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We'll catch up with you later. Rose, thank you very much for moving over and checking out some of our stuff. Sarah, all right. Did you read it already?
What?
I bought some shoes from a drug dealer today.
What? Who said that?
I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day.
Wait, who said that, Sarah?
Sarah.
Dang. Okay. We should have Sarah on the show.
Call in. And Jet Segoko. Thank you for saying that because this is I can't talk. This is probably like my favorite thing that we've done on here. I really like doing the live stuff. It's a lot easier. It's a lot high energy, and it's just very fun to do. But yeah, when I first saw that horrible acting right now, what it reminded me of was the Shane Dawson one. Because you liked that, didn't you? But I remember seeing that and how he was being overly dramatic about like the dumbest stuff.
Shane Dawson?
Yeah.
I didn't watch his thing really.
Oh, well, I didn't watch it either, but from like the videos I saw of people commentating on it,
Yeah.
and just little clips here and there, it looked so cheesy. And
It
I would
did,
think, why
yeah.
are people like praising him for this?
And like his
it's-
trailer, he's like, what are people gonna say when this is live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it live then. And
Yeah.
like all the ways that he was acting, like he was so terrified. And I don't know. It's just reminding me of, it feels very soap opera-ish.
It is, yeah, it feels soap opera-ish. And sorry that we're subjecting you guys to a flat Earth documentary. We don't believe it. And
I think they're saying subjecting us to Logan Paul because they.
Oh, subjecting it to Logan Paul? No.
I don't think they're criticizing the flat Earth theory because it's just common sense.
All right, it's not common sense. Let's
You
go.
can't have 4
Let's-
corners of the Earth on a round Earth.
All right, let's watch it. Here we go. That was because there were maps. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You've been told something your whole life and you've been a certain way. I'm not saying I am.
I just don't know what to believe anymore.
Truth sets you free. Truth sets you free. Truth sets you free. Truth sets you free.
He was shattering a globe. Did you see that?
Yeah.
My name is Logan Paul, and I think I'm coming out of the flat Earth closet.
One of us. One of us. All right.
And we are being set free.
You know what I don't.
It's coming on my birthday. Oh, nice.
The thing that I don't like about this is that there are so many people now that are going to be anti-flat Earth just because they don't like Logan Paul. It's gonna turn them away from the truth.
That's actually good. If they are anti-flat Earth because of that, I mean,
Like if we would have got someone like
Then
like
he-
Ellen or like
If Alan was
Kevin
like,
Hart.
hey,
No, not everyone loves Kevin Hart
but
now. huh?
wouldn't they be okay?
Some bubbly person that everyone loves.
But wouldn't they then just be like fired from their job or something? Like, oh no, we can't have this.
fired
kinda
from their
stuff.
job because they believe in flat Earth?
I don't believe in that. Like, I don't.
Race, sex, religion, flat Earthness.
No,
you
no,
can't
no,
fire
no.
for
I
that.
don't think that they should be. I don't think that they should be fired from their job for that kind of stuff. It's just a funny thing to think about that. Like, oh, now they're trying to send this big old message, and they're like, nah, let's pull the plug. Ellen,
Do you think you could work? You think you'd get criticism for working at somewhere like NASA if you believed in flat Earth? You think you'd lose your job?
Probably. I mean, if you could do whatever your job was, fine. And
What if your job was like stitching together all those fake photos that the satellites take to make it appear round, and you're like,
well, they're not
I don't
fake
feel right
photos.
doing this.
They're stitching together real photos.
But why would they have to stitch them then?
Well, do you know how those pictures are taken?
Well, I mean, we'd have to speak hypothetically.
Well, how about
'cause they're
this?
fake.
How about this? Like, here's one thing that a lot of, and I didn't know we were gonna get into a back and forth on the flat Earth stuff, but here's one of the problems I have with real flat earthers. Here's one thing that they say. They're like, "Yo, how come every photo?"
Whoa, way too loud. Can we change it on there or right here?
You change it over here.
Never mind.
Well, here's one thing that they're always like. They're like, "Yo, if it's all true, why does NASA have to Photoshop all their images?" And it's like this. But here's the question. How come every time you go take a photo with a professional photographer, how come all of their images have to be Photoshopped? Why is that? And how come this? Okay, every image that comes from NASA has to be Photoshopped. By the way, not every image, but they say, all right, every image from NASA has to be Photoshopped. Fine. Every image we get from Coca-Cola has to be Photoshopped before we see it. Every image that we get from the local governments in your newspapers has to be Photoshopped before you see it.
We've talked about this before. Have you heard that perspective that when, like when it comes to like science, when you have a group of people, like I guess we would say scientists or the government or whoever the man is.
Them. You mean them.
Whenever them.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever them gives
They?
you enough of whatever. Whenever they gives you enough of whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you accept it because that's their job. It's easier to sprinkle in non-truths So whenever the government is giving you truths, like, okay, we passed this law. Oh, yeah, I realize that because now it's illegal and I better not do it. We passed this other taxing. Oh, yeah, I saw that on my taxes. That's true. And then they start to sprinkle in non-truths. It becomes a lot easier to consume because you got like 95% truths, and then it's easier for the 5% to sneak in there. So like when you're telling people,
But you're
take
not
this
saying that
vaccine and you'll be
5% is
fine.
fake.
Okay.
You're saying that.
Well, I'm
you're
just giving you horrible numbers.
Okay,
but
no, but like to respond to your horrible numbers, you're not saying that 5% is fake. You're saying that 100% of NASA is fake. Like that's just crazy. You're crazy for thinking that. Someone should be. And here's where the whole conspiracy thing begins. People feel like it's someone who feels like they can't trust the government. That's someone who believes in conspiracy. Someone who's like scared inside. Someone who's like scared and anxious inside. They're the ones who are able to attach these ideas or hold on to these ideas that everything's against them and that they feel insignificant and small. And so they have to believe that they're part of this small group that that knows the truth here. And that
And think, because you're communicating to millions of people.
I mean, so, and they're the kind that would attach themselves to these ideas, and it's more of like an emotional thing. It's not that they've been shown facts that the earth is flat, because there's no facts that can prove that the earth is flat. Everybody knows it's round. But emotionally, that's what changes people's minds. When you can sell somebody an idea or a story of why the earth is flat, someone who can emotionally connect to it, that's what they're going to buy, not any of the science. The science is going to be on their side every time. But someone who's scared and you can get them to emotionally buy into your story, they'll get converted like that.
Now, do you think that that's what it's all about? That's what all the human experience is about? What
Emotion.
we can and cannot connect to?
Yeah,
and that we
that's
might
all of
not
it.
even be on an earth.
That's all. That's most of it. You know, like why people buy things. They know that it's mostly emotional buys, and that's like super apparent when you're going to buy something that's a high end brand. Like someone wants Givenchy this, someone wants Gucci that. You're mostly gonna go after that for the brand name, and that's an emotional connection. There's no sense in you buying something. Well, unless you're really into the design and stuff. You're really into design, or like you like the quality of this and that. There's different reasons to buy it, but most of it's emotional. So like your emotions.
Of course,
run.
for different people, they have different wants and needs and different emotions, and different things make them feel better. For me, maybe I would really want 1972 Fleetwood Cadillac, and you would want some kind of Bugatti.
Yeah.
Do you think that the same can apply to the Earth? And maybe the Earth can be flat in my oh my gosh, in my reality, in my experience, it's flat, and in yours it's round, and it really is neither. But to our walk of life, like we can accept either, and it's true.
So you're saying truth is relative?
Maybe, because what if we are living in a simulation?
Well, do you want to know how Aristotle defined truth?
How?
I think I told you this before, and this is not. There is no rebuttal to this. I'm about to drop it on you. There's no rebuttal to this. You can't say, "Oh, he's lying." Right? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. He says, "He who says of what is that it is, and he who says of what is not that it is not."
He does that on purpose, so you can't say anything because you're like, "What?"
No. But can you follow me or not? Or do you? Or
Let's go slower.
We could skip it. Do you want me to drop it on you?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. He says, well, let me say it and then we can explain it.
All
So
right.
he says, he who says of what is, that it is. And he who says what is not, he who says what it is not of what is not tells the truth. He who says that it is not of what is, and he who says that it is of what is not telling the truth. Now, here's what he's saying. If you're saying that something is what it is, then you're telling the truth. If you're saying that something is not what it is not, then you're telling the truth. If you're saying that something is, but it isn't, you're lying. And it's just a basic, that's a basic way of defining truth. Now that cannot be argued with. The part that you can argue with is saying, well, how do we know that I'm saying what is that something is? And how do I know that it is? Did I trip you up or?
I feel like I just bought shoes from a drug dealer. And they were laced.
No, I bought something laced right now, and it is V8 energy.
Who said that? Aristotle?
Aristotle, yeah.
Was he a...
But he was like, I got something for you. Let's talk about this truth thing right now.
If it is, then it is.
If it is, bro. That's all I know. Hey, this Earth looking kind of round right now. No. But here's the thing: when you read like ancients, you gotta understand. Like if you read philosophy from the Greeks, it's hard to read. And here's one of the reasons. Chent, these are some of the first people ever tackling these problems. Like they're like the first people. Imagine if you're like the first people in history.
But think about this.
Trying to tackle these problems.
If I,
Yes.
If I had a broken arm.
Yes.
And I had like no access. This is a stupid example. I had no access to like a doctor or a hospital. And like the way you fix a broken arm is like operating off of manuals. If I came across a manual from like 1870 or one from 2019, wouldn't the 1871 be like, don't get that one? We've learned so much since then. They were really vague and saying it is what is. I don't know, whatever it is. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Or the new one that has done all the research and put the time in and has fixed a bunch of arms since then. Like we got someone like Aristotle who was old and didn't really know. And then we got people today that are a little more educated, like Eddie Bravo, that have watched a significant amount of YouTube videos across various channels. Even. How would you compete?
Well, here's the thing. So that's one of the reasons why you should listen to the ancients, because we've had so many years since then. Over the centuries, they've been studied, they've been chopped up, and we kind of understand. Look, Aristotle was wrong when he was talking about the motions of the planets because of this and this and this. But when it comes to truth, hey, his definition still stands, or other things that he talks about still stand. So definitely there's things that they got wrong. There's things that the Greeks got wrong, of course. And then there's things that they got right. And then there's things that because of them, Western philosophy was able to be born and continue from there.
Then do you think it's like an Area 51 thing as opposed to, so you definitively believe the Earth is round?
I definitively believe the Earth is round just because it is round, and everybody should believe that. I'm wondering why you don't, but let's go. And does any part of you not believing that the Earth is round, does it have to do with you not trusting people and you not feeling special if that is actually not true? Is it more of an emotional thing, or are you thinking about it scientifically? Is it more like, when I think about it, it could be that, man.
It definitely, I have to say, I believe it has much more to do with trust.
Yeah, see? So it has. So even if I brought out like scientific research of like why we believe that it is round, you would be like, look, you could be saying all that, but in my gut, the government like does this and this and this, and like you want me to believe you just because, and blah, like that's how you feel.
I believe there's enough people. I believe there's.
I'm gonna get an energy drink. Talk to them.
I believe there's a small enough percentage of people in the world who are so schooled on certain things with not enough people to contest their knowledge that as long as those people come together and decide to put up a united front with whatever one way of thinking, then we have to say, okay, because I'm horrible at math. Let's say some teacher tells me, you know what, this variable times this with this to the third power and these parentheses and all this means whatever. My human nature is going to say, why? Because a long time ago someone said that. They could have just as easily said that it meant something else as long as all the other equations follow suit.
Right.
It had to start
That's the
somewhere.
part. That's the part. As long as all the equations follow suit.
But doesn't that make you also kind of be like, that is weird? Like, if the first whatever would have just been a little different, as long as all the others were different, this doesn't have to be true then. It's relative.
Wait, what?
Okay, well,
Okay.
So
what? What?
let me start over then, because that's just going to.
Wait, do you want to get into this, or do you want like some flat truth specifics? What is more interesting to you?
Well, I just want. Okay, I just want to give you some of the reasoning behind why I feel how I feel. I feel like if there's enough people who are like the authorities on something that you got to be like pretty smart about, you got to devote so many years to, that the higher percentage of people aren't going to be willing to do that with their life. If they all kind of come together and agree, look, this is what we're going to tell them, we would never know different. Because if Neil Smoke DeGrasse Tyson comes on, or Bill Nye, or whoever, and they start saying a bunch of crazy stuff, we have to just say, okay, we don't know. You guys are the smart ones. We're going to trust you. We have to say that. So if those smartest of the smartest guys come to a conclusion together.
Well, I'm not sure if you know this.
We don't know any different.
That people disagree with, like, top scientists are disagreeing with each other all the time. And take Sean Carroll. Sean Carroll is a...
You know what's funny? Never heard of him. They always get blacklisted and outcast. It's always the biggest, most popular ones that will follow any wave and follow any trend to groom the people, like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Have you ever heard of Lawrence Krauss? The name Lawrence Krauss?
Of course, he's the biggest name.
No,
I knew where you were going.
Lawrence Krauss?
He's like a Bill Nye guy, right?
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's why I said I heard of him. But no,
but like Sean Carroll was on Joe Rogan's podcast multiple times.
Well,
and he's got multiple books. He's big.
Joe Rogan has all those.
But no, that's true. That's true. No, but what you got to understand is that there are checks and balances there to where you can listen to other scientists be like, all right, hey, is this guy really telling the truth? And they'll be like, look, and they'll break it down for you. So there are, I think, there are also what's also called, so there's scientists, and a lot of the scientists who have a good background in logic and philosophy, they are able to tell the public easily like what's going on, And Neil deGrasse Tyson sees himself as one of those, but there's other ones. And like when a scientist tells you things about like life and meaning and all that, you can't listen to that because even they understand. Talk to someone like Richard Feynman, like a scientist that Neil deGrasse Tyson would bow in front of, right? If Richard Feynman was here, like he'd be like, "Oh my God, I gotta listen to you." Like these are guys who say, like, "Look, science can't prove things. We use it to measure this, we use it to measure that, and it can tell us how the world works and stuff like that." But when you talk about transversing to another area of life and like meaning and using that data to inform the other side, that question of meaning and purpose and stuff, that's not a question that science can touch, And so you may be hearing from certain people with loud voices or loud platforms things that you don't like, and them using science to back up things that make you feel small or something. But you can't listen to that. But on the flip side, there are real authorities in this stuff who have done the work, and like there needs to be authorities in every field. And here's the fun thing: anybody can become an authority in any of these. There's nothing that's too complex that our minds can't handle. We all have minds that are capable of anything. So.
Would you say though that like if I was 10 years younger or whatever and decided to try to get into that myself, there would be certain created textbooks and lesson plans that have already been paved for me to follow, that have been paved a certain way? Just like the textbooks in the kids' schools telling people that we came from baboons.
Yeah.
And they haven't been changed, even though it has been vastly unproven.
It's been vastly
and there's
proven.
more proof to show proof for creation than evolution.
There's not. Evolution is real. And the earth is round. Evolution is real. Vaccines work.
You just said evolution is real.
Evolution is real.
I'm calling your mother.
She knows the truth.
You just said evolution.
She knows the truth.
But like microevolution, macroevolution, what do you mean by that?
Well, microevolution is real and macroevolution is real. Now,
did or did not God breathe the breath of life into man?
He did. Oh, yeah.
And then the monkey had
Here's
man.
what you have to understand. It's like how to, like, here's the thing. It's hard for someone to open up the Bible and know exactly how, almost how it should be read, because certain books were written at certain times for certain things. And I can get into how to properly look at Genesis, like at the time when it was written, and how it was written against.
But remember, all of this is based on if we believe that the people who say that they are the authority to say that are the authorities to say that.
Well, there has to be some authority. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's people smarter than you and me, right?
That is true.
Okay. So I'm talking about the people who have passed down this knowledge from the people who wrote this knowledge down. And what I'm saying is that if you think that evolution and Genesis cannot coexist, I think you are reading Genesis
what way?
wrong.
Because I feel like the hundreds of times we've talked about this, we've never discussed in what way. Like how can they coexist?
Here's how they can coexist. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Now, I didn't know we were going to debate this, so I can bring in sources and everything for you to look at. But here's one way to interpret Genesis that you don't really think about. Okay. When it was written, that was at a time when the Babylonians were talking about their science, and the Babylonians were trying to make everybody think that their God had created the universe and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've heard, like, back in the day, people used to worship animals. People used to worship trees.
A lot of them are doing it again today.
The sun.
We've gone for
people used to worship planets, right?
Mm-hmm.
People used to worship the weather, right? People used to worship the ocean, right? So there were gods for all these different things. So there was two things that were set out for people to do in Genesis. The writers of Genesis said, look, we have to write the story to let people know how this happened. And they said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take everything in creation and show that God created this, God created that, God created this, God created that. So they took everything that the Babylonians and the ancient people used to worship, and they cataloged it into 6 days and then added a 7th day later. And here's why. They said, look, you guys worship the animals? You guys worship the sun? You guys worship the oceans? Let me tell you what really happened. Our God created the sun. Our God created the oceans. Our God created the animals. Our God created the earth. Our God created the sky. And what did they do? So the first 3 days, if you read it like this, the first 3 days, God creates the places where he's going to put things. The next 3 days, he if you overlap them, day 1, 2, and 3, and then day 4, 5, and 6, you put them right on top. The things that belong here, the fish go here, the birds go there, the animals go here. So it was cataloging everything and saying, look, you pagans, you Babylonians, worship all this stuff. Our God's the one who created all that stuff. And then they made it a week, because in Hebrew, when you say, when God made a covenant with Abraham, he had to say that he's going to seven himself. And do you know why he said he's going to seven himself?
I don't remember.
Okay. He's saying that I'm going to make a covenant with you. So the word in Hebrew for covenant is seven. So every time God made a covenant in the Bible, he's saying, I'm going to seven myself, meaning a covenant, meaning that he's putting himself on the line and saying, I promise you that you're going to have all these things. And just to seal that promise, I'm going to seven myself, basically putting himself under oath that he now owes all of himself to Abraham, and Abraham owes all of himself to God. And so think of just these two things that Genesis was written for. Number one, to catalog everything in existence and say, you guys worship these things. Our God made these things. And then to add that 7th day to finish up the week, saying that on that day, God now blesses and has a covenant with all of creation.
So if these guys write that,
yes,
to express what they're saying that their God did, it sounds like what you're saying is these guys are saying, here's what he can do. This book isn't saying that he did it, but we're saying he can do it.
He did it. It's saying that he did. Now, you also have to keep in mind how history used to be written back in the day. Now, when you look at the New Testament, that's the first time in the Bible we see autobiographical, like we see actual Greco-Roman autobiographies. We see the actual literary genre is now an autobiography the way we know autobiographies. When
Wouldn't
you talk
that mean
about,
that they wouldn't contain allegory?
Yeah, the Gospels. I'm talking about the Gospels. I'm saying the New Testament. That's when we start seeing Greco-Roman autobiographies the way that we know how to read autobiographies. Back in the Old Testament, you have to understand that there were parts that had to be written in certain ways. Some of them were history, like Moses and them. Some of them had to be written in response to other pagan religions that were going on at the time. And we know because of the imagery and the poetry in some of the writings. So we understand, look, this book is written in a poetic form.
Wouldn't you think that the Pentateuch was written, isn't that purely historical and would have been written very literally?
But that's what I'm saying. The way that they wrote history back then is not the way that we think of history. So they saw Genesis as real history, but they didn't see it like real as in 6 days, but they saw it as literally real history. Yes, literally God did create the earth. Yes, literally God did create the animals. Not in the exact way it says in Genesis.
Do you believe that there are certain, if the 6 days weren't literal, that because if they were separated by ages rather than literal days, certain of the things wouldn't have been able to survive without the thing to follow immediately after?
Well, that's
like pollination
like,
and stuff like that.
You see like some animals who like live in certain trees that are like so poisonous and like only they can survive. It's like, how did they come together? Like, it's so weird. Like some animals are like so attuned to like their environment and everything. It's like, which came first, the environment or the animal? Like it seems like it just came together at once and it just works. But it just looks like that. Like a lot of things look how they really aren't, you know?
Now, let me ask this, because I don't know if I've ever received a direct answer from you regarding this.
Okay. Am I going to die if I keep drinking these?
I remember a couple of months ago when I had that 5-hour energy, I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. Like my arm was throbbing. I felt something up and down my neck. My chest was hurting.
I only drank like this much. I literally like just sipped twice. And I'm going to have some water. Go ahead.
Do you believe that we evolved from monkeys? And if so, how in the world did we obtain a moral compass? And that means a whole lot of Genesis is allegory.
Wait, what?
I didn't have to add that last part because I think you're down with that anyway. But
yeah.
Do you believe that we directly descended from monkeys?
Yeah. I think.
Do you think that takes away a lot of what we give God credit for?
No,
because we say some pretty great things about him in the Bible, and then say, that didn't happen though. You didn't do this, and go, and
well, he did. That's real history. He really breathed life into man.
Then if we came from monkeys, when did that happen?
At some point in history.
So there was a monkey. He killed the monkey, turned it into dust.
Yeah.
Molded it.
We don't know how it happened. Like I can't answer that question.
Okay. So you are open to the idea that we might not have directly came from monkeys?
I am open to the idea of evolution being real. That's what I'm open to.
So you are also open to it not being real then? Because sometimes I don't know if you're saying yes, 100%.
I mean, there's so much evidence for it. It's like, fine, if it's not real, then somebody, some big biologist write a book about it and convince everybody.
I really want to get you on the show with that guy. I forgot his name.
Kent?
Can't.
That'd be amazing.
Can't hold it.
We should do that other podcast.
We should.
I could tell you want to dig in, and that would be fun. But we got to be prepared. We got to have notes. We got to have sources and all that. I know. Do you want to apologize to the Squid Squad for the tangents that you're taking?
No, because they're having a conversation without us anyway. Sarah's entertaining everybody.
Sarah's like, yeah. So there's one time I was on a plane. And
so let's move on to Iggy Azalea.
Okay.
From Leviticus.
Let's
chapter 9.
How do you spell Iggy Azalea? Iggy Azalea. Azalea. Okay. Is it cream? No. What is? Oh,
Sally something.
wait, Sally Walker.
Sally Walker.
That came out 3 months ago.
No. Oh, dang it. Maybe this is just the video. No way. What?
The video came out 3 months ago. What are you doing? You
No,
making
this is another one. Maybe the official video came out today because it's on trending today.
trending. Okay,
And
let me look
it's
at it. Oh, 20 hours ago.
there we go.
Okay,
Official
Sally
music
Walker.
video.
All right, Chan, are you
Darn
ready
it,
to
so
give?
it's not even a new song.
Are you gonna talk musical?
I'm gonna try.
vocabulary
I don't know how much
here?
music is gonna be in this thing.
Explain that if it's a music video.
I mean, first of all, they're showing
The wrong astronomy. All right.
clearly they've never heard of the flat sun.
Here we go.
Do you know what Sally Walker is or who that is?
No. Should we do research first?
Nah.
So that's Sally Walker.
I guess she's singing about her. They copied Jake Paul.
In the street? Is she okay? Oh, well, at least red is her color.
That was one of Sarah's jokes. At least red is her color.
What?
She's the joker of the group. Are you down with this? Like club banging, like music at the funeral?
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I don't know why. I've played at a lot of funerals in my life. People ask me to play songs at people's funerals. I guess when you know someone, I guess not everybody knows someone that sings and plays guitar. So in certain circles, when something happens, they'll ask that person.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the other day, it was a horrible thought, but
You were gonna be like, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
It's worse. I felt horrible, but I was laughing about it. I thought I had the idea of someone asking me to do that, and then I would ask them if they'd be cool with me setting up a table for merch.
Oh, wait. Did you really do that? Or you wanted to?
No, I just thought, like, what if I did that?
Wait.
Or, like, if that was in a
Can
video.
we put that in a... I'm going to write that
Yeah, I
down.
think so.
Have you ever written that down as an idea?
No.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Okay. Vincent is going to play music at a
Oh, Rose.
funeral.
See, that's what you got to do, Rose. You got to tag me. You have to tag me. This counts as interaction, right? But I'm sorry. We're trying again. It's that balance of trying to keep it going and having content and also stopping and interacting. But I will try to do better. But I was thinking about that and I was laughing. So now I'm seeing this and it's pretty funny. Yeah, it would be horrible in real life though.
Are we ready to keep going?
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Are you mad that you're not in her tax bracket?
Is that what she said? I
That's
don't know.
what she said.
I couldn't understand it.
Mad because you're not in my
I'm
tax
thinking
bracket.
she's doing what she's doing because of like Cardi B.
Oh, she's trying to be like Bodak Biggie.
I mean, there's those types of lyrics, but there's also like this like rapping in this horrible situation and like being I guess disrespectful, and because you have to do that now when Cardi B's out there, right? Or no one's gonna listen.
You have to like twerk at a funeral.
Yeah, so now people are, that's the only way. That's the only way she could get their attention.
She's twerking
That's
at a
a
funeral.
nice car. I like the
Oh,
paint
I
job.
thought you were- Look, I just gotta let everybody know the shot that you were saying that. Hold up. You were like, oh, that's a nice. And I was like, what? What is he gonna say? Okay.
Flossing.
Oh, he was
I been
flossing.
flossing. I thought flossing was like
That's-
an understood meme now. Like you only do it ironically.
Watch me throw it back and toot it. They love how I do it. I'm the truth, you can't refuse it. Trust my body's stupid.
Oh.
Wasn't even shot by Cupid, but your dude's a groupie. You would think it's getting evicted. How my booty moves. Better yet, I need a U-Haul. One of a kind of them new malls. These bitches talk more than group calls. Shut the fuck up with them loose walls. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you bitches like Devon and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, she's doing that like overly aggressive thing now.
Did Iggy not always do that?
Not from my memory. I mean, she was never like Britney Spears or anything, but
Yeah, I always thought
this
she
is-
sang with attitude.
She
And
did
so-
have an attitude, but I haven't heard her in a while. But this song seems like she's really coming at you. Like I haven't.
Now, what do you think of all the visuals in this? The dresses, the umbrellas.
It seems like she's just trying to get people's attention. Have you noticed the number of people who are not the way they were born in this video?
Let's see.
I mean, who did that recently? Katy Perry? It's
did?
like if you hire someone for a video or in your dental office who is what's the appropriate term these days? I was gonna say something that people probably wouldn't like today. I was gonna say transvestite.
Oh,
That's like a hate term now, right?
Just
Isn't
say
it?
trans.
A
Yeah.
transhuman, trans person.
Transsexual.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that a hate word now? I don't know
Transsexual?
what you could say.
No. Transgender.
You can't say that anymore either.
Transgender, you can.
No.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think
What are you
so.
talking about?
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. They thought I just saw it on Yahoo or something. Katy Perry or someone just did that where it was like a music video, like that's all it was.
Mhm.
And it's like, if you're gonna hire someone who is of that persuasion, okay. Hire me. Hire a Mexican American. Hire a transgender. Hire a Chinese guy. Hire a really short guy and a really tall guy and a really skinny guy and a really fat guy, right? People are people.
Mhm.
But then you make a video and it's like all that one thing. It's like you're just trying to like make some kind of a statement now and trying to get on people's radar.
I mean, these aren't.
Then it's like you're trying too hard. And it's almost like that would offend them. Like if I were a transgender and someone wanted, hey, you want to be in this video? I got like 49 other transgenders. I need one more. It'd be like, are you like
they'd
using
be like,
me?
oh
This feels
man,
weird.
it's for the cause. I'm in. Like they'd be all in for it.
So that would make me feel weird. What does that mean?
Top billing, you want your name at the top.
That would make me feel weird. Like, wouldn't you feel weird if they're like, hey man, I got a bunch of Mexicans. I just need one more. You're Mexican, right?
I'll be like, sure. As long as the page is right.
little bit of Japanese. I used to think Alex was Asian.
Oh yeah, back
Like the
in-
whole time we were in high school together, I thought he was Asian.
I probably look Asian persuasion in high school.
But anyway, I noticed that in this video.
Okay.
And I'm not saying anything about that, but it just seems like at a certain point, people are just trying to throw a lot of whatever in your
Now,
face.
how do you
and make
think
you take
Iggy
notice
is
of them.
looking in this video?
Well,
Oh, do you like that? Do you like these dance moves?
I don't like dancing. It's repulsive to me.
So you don't like it when she like is twirling her purse like that?
I hate dancing. I've never liked it.
Oh, 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 oh. Hey, this song is better, isn't it? Chen, give me some music vocabulary about that last piece.
I don't know. It was I don't know what to say. It all
Wait,
Lots
it's
of-
Kimmy's
lots of
birthday.
anger.
Are you gonna sing, Chen?
Wait, let me catch up right here. Are you taking requests? My birthday was yesterday.
Kimmy, send us the request. We'll do it.
Thank you for letting us know that, Kimmy. Everybody, let Kimmy. They probably already said that. Happy birthday, Kimmy.
Happy birthday, Kimmy.
Wait, hold on, Kimmy.
Wait,
Hold
let
on.
me. I'm actually gonna write it here too. Happy B-Day, Kim.
Happy birthday,
dog.
Kimmy.
Dang, Sarah's saying, don't come at me like that, Vincent. I danced for 16 years. Sarah, I got your back. Dancing is amazing. So it's just because Vincent can't dance and he's jealous. And that's where the hate comes from. So he's jealous of you.
I'm a very repressed individual. And I'm projecting. The song ended, right? Or did we pause it?
The song ended. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it just seems like one big, hey, I heard Cardi B won an award. Let me come back now. And let me try to make an engaging video.
Well, I mean, you have nothing to say about that music video. We're looking for Kimmy's request. If anybody has seen Kimmy's request, let us know and we'll react to it.
In the meantime, we can check out the new Jonas Brothers song.
Jonas.
I wish we knew what it was called so we don't
Sucker.
pick the wrong one.
Wait.
Is there only one recent one?
2 weeks ago? Are we late on these? All right, hold up. Marvel.
Oh, Kimmy's request is We 3. Heaven's Not Too Far Away.
You want to do that first and then Jonas?
Yeah, in case she has to go or something.
We 3.
Heaven's Not Too Far Away.
Not too far away. Here we go. Ooh, the lyric version?
Kimmy, let us know the. Oh, she said the live version.
Live version. From America's Got Talent?
Ooh.
Oh, wait, no. Heaven's Not.
Is it the America's Got Talent? Yes, they were on America's Got Talent.
Okay. Oh, tearful tribute to their late mom.
Kimmy, why are you doing this to us?
Kimmy, you hit us with a heavy one. Okay. But which one is it, Chant? Because look, it says.
Is there more than one?
Oh, We 3.
Oh, yeah. And then
No,
it says
wait,
America's
Heaven's
Got
Not Too
Talent.
Far? But. Oh, Heaven's Not Too Far. Yeah. This one.
Okay.
Hi. And what's your name, please?
We're We 3.
Okay.
And we're a sibling band from McMinnville, Oregon.
Oh, nice.
My name is Joshua.
How old are you, Joshua?
27.
And you are?
My name's Bethany, I'm 24.
And I'm Manny, and I'm 21.
Nice to meet you. And who are you here with today?
A lot of our family are out there.
Damn.
Wow.
That whole section.
Okay. And tell me the story about you guys.
Well, our dad had a family band with his siblings, and we kind of decided to do the same thing.
I like that. What's the song and what's it about?
It's about our mother who passed away from cancer about 2 years ago. And it's a song written from her perspective, kind of talking to us in like her last month.
Damn, that's deep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So they said the dad used to have a band with his friends. That must make him like, man.
Honey, I thought you should know that I'm in a hurry. And I've come more up north, but it's just temporary. When I look at you, I see your beauty.
Sounding good.
Now my baby boy is gonna lose me.
Are you gonna cry, Chant?
I'm
Only I don't wanna go. Just know that
I'm only putting this on because my head is cold.
all the cancer is gone. I think it's time I go home. Life is not too far away. I know someday you'll visit. And I didn't think you'd go this way. Can I please have one more minute? It's that rattles my cage. I can hear their voices fading. Each breath getting
Oh, Simon's gonna cry.
I can hear the tears coming from my daughter.
Oh. Oh.
Life is not too You should know that I'm in a hurry. I've gotta move up north, but it's just temporary.
Dang. Woo! Man, that was heavy. Chan, let me the mask so I can talk face to face. Now. How did they not cry during the performance?
I would imagine. You know what happens sometimes when you've sung a song so many times, it almost like do you believe in like being all cried out?
But this is their first time playing it.
I mean, I know I can understand that. Like, yeah, when you've
That's like a girl thing, huh? All cry.
Oh.
No, I don't mean it like that. I don't. But I never.
I've been told that in a few arguments.
No, but like, have you ever been all cried out? Like,
I don't cry
But man, that like
because I'm all cried out.
When she was like, what was the line? I could hear my daughter crying.
Jeez,
man.
I do think like there's two things I think going on. When you have been so emotionally attached to a song and it does make you cry, I think if you do it enough, and then it becomes like, it's kind of like if you watch a movie and you cry like the first 3 times you watch it, you might not cry the 15th time anymore.
Yeah.
And then also there's also the element of you're wanting to do it so much justice and do it right by your mom that you're like, I'm not gonna cry because I'm gonna make this my perfect performance.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that angle.
Yeah.
Because I heard Paul Simon from Simon and Garfunkel. He said that he and Art stopped touring because doing the songs day after day, and they were like touring for years. He's like, it's hard for the songs to mean the same thing when you've done them over. And he's like, and we had to take a break, and so that's why we stopped touring. So I can believe that. But yeah, try not to cry to do the mom justice. Wow.
Yeah. I definitely, I think I feel that one even more, where like you're on the verge of tears, but it's like you'd be selfish.
Kimmy thinks that, okay, I'm not sure if people saying that I've never cried, because I've cried. I just meant like the all cried out thing. Like the crying thing. No, I get it. Everybody cries, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Like, maybe I've never been all cried out. Like, because I could just cry right now and be like, oh my. You know what makes me cry? Have you seen that? Have you seen Finding Dory?
Yes.
Did you cry during Finding Dory?
No.
Man, like if I talk about it right now, I might like tear up. Like there's this scene with the shells. I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about that scene. All right.
Should we cry on the stream?
Should we?
You think that would be good? I can upload that to Instagram later.
Vince, they weren't crying because the original lyrics was "It should have been you."
Wait. Oh. That's like material for the podcast you were talking about earlier. Get over it.
Jill thought it was funny when I said it was their first rendition of the song. Okay. Now that we fulfilled Kimmy's request,
thanks a lot, Kimmy.
Thanks a lot, Kimmy. She was trying to get us to cry on the show. She's like, "What can I get them to watch?"
Now we're gonna watch the Jonas Brothers.
All right, Jonas Brothers, it is.
And so you said on the last episode that you like them more than 1D.
We'll see. This is gonna be the one that's gonna. Actually, I don't know if I've ever heard a 1D song or if I've ever heard a Jonas Brothers song. Okay.
Have you ever heard "Story of My Life"?
No. What is that?
You don't listen to the radio, huh?
No.
Okay.
Year 3000? No, you're thinking
That's
about
Conan. In the year 3000.
No, you're thinking of Childish Gambino. Till 3005 or 3000.
Shoot, I don't know.
How that
then.
song goes. All right, here we go. What are we looking for? Sucker?
Sucker.
Sucker.
Yeah. It's Sucker, right?
Sucker free.
Sucker free.
Well, yeah. All right, here we go. And I now present to you Vincent reacting to the Jonas Brothers, Sucker.
And if we're wrong, please let us know. If there's a newer Jonas Brothers song.
I get some Ed Sheeran vibes. Hey, this is good already. Too many dogs. That's too many dogs, y'all. I'm gonna. Don't worry. Everybody gets mad when I pause it, but I just gotta show you. This is what I think. Hold on. Let me see when it's coming in. Dogs. Okay. This is what I imagine when I think of the Squid Squad watching a Harry or a 1D video. I imagine them watching it like that.
That's how they're all watching the stream right now.
All right, here we go. Oh, she was eating a bush. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, he really felt that line. See that?
I was gonna make a comment on how bad the ADR is here.
Oh, the lip syncing?
Well, yeah, like he was feeling it, but the lyrics are so off with the mouthing.
What's your opinion so far of the song?
I don't like it.
Oh, you hate it completely?
It's almost as if they were together. They took a break and they came back together as if it was still like 2009. It sounds like have you evolved? Are you grown? Can I hear some?
So it sounds too similar to what you think you would expect.
They sound like they're trying to be 16.
So they should have come back.
It's kind of sad.
Oh, I'm a sucker for no.
They should have been like, I'm starting to feel some lower back pain.
Oh, you want them to
I
get
take
real?
baby aspirin.
Oh, shoot.
I could appreciate that.
I'm a sucker for Viagra. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
It doesn't make you want to do this?
It can.
Or this? Oh, one of them is married, right?
Yeah.
Who is it? She was drinking it. Wait, okay. Okay. I'm going to try this next time I take a bath. Like, let's see what the rule is. You got to be drinking something. So you got to be drinking something in the bath. You got to sip it. Drop your drink and then spit it out into the water. I mean, that's living. That's living right there.
The bass player is the married one. He used to have a show on like VH1. It was pretty good.
Oh,
Him
nice.
and his wife, like a reality show.
That's where they met?
No, they were already married in the show.
Who is that guy in the back?
The drummer?
Yeah.
I think he's like the uncle or something.
So, Chen, you're hating all of this?
I mean, they're having fun. It's a cool video. Like I'm being very hard on them because I have context. If this was the first thing I ever saw, I'd be like, this is cool.
Oh. Oh, Hogwarts? I mean, that singer is really into it.
Oh, yeah.
Who is that? Joe?
Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas? Okay. Is that him?
Yeah.
Are these their real girlfriends or the music video girlfriends?
It must be the music video because that's not his wife. Wait.
Oh, okay. Is that?
That is his wife.
Oh, that is?
I don't know now because the other two could very well be in relationships, and then that's his wife. I think that is his wife. I don't think anyone here cares about the Jonas Brothers, and they're trying really hard to let us know that.
Oh, really?
But if anyone does know, can you let us know if that's his wife in the video? I forgot his name. There's Joe, there's Nick, and Simon Jonas?
Oh, Jill says that it's all their girls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they want us to react to Paper Kites by Featherstone. You want to get into that?
Sure. I don't know what it is.
Paper Kites. I mean, that sounds like a weak kind of kite. Do you agree?
I like my kites made of fiberglass.
7 years ago. We only react to new music. All right, let's try it. I present to you guys.
Nick and Kevin's wife is in it. They're married to the same woman.
What?
And Joe's fiance. That's weird. So who's the third girl then? That's weird. Okay.
Okay. I present to you Vincent reacting to Paper Kites.
I got more love triangles going on than 1D.
Chen, give us some of that musical vocabulary. All right?
I could tell from the thumbnail it's going to be good.
We want a real breakdown from you. Come on. What do you think the Squid Squad is here to see? All right? Here, let me play it and you react.
They want to know more about the flat earth.
You already like that?
Oh, no. Jill made me laugh.
No, no.
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, okay. These indie bands all sound like that, huh? What do you think so far?
I feel like they've been uncorrupted by society. Like they're on a farm somewhere with no Wi-Fi.
And no shoes.
They're pure.
What are they doing there? Is that just... They're like holding the end of the guitar?
It's like muted. It's maybe a little less than muted because it still has some kind of tone to it. But it's kind of like halfway like holding it down, yeah, but not really committing to it.
So them hitting the all 6 strings, or are they just hitting
It sounds
like
to me
or
like
two?
they're hitting the top 2 or just one of them, depending
wow.
on
Okay.
what note
Oh,
they
that's
want.
like the deeper ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like muting different ones now, so they're actually wanting to hit certain notes. They're going,
dang. So they're getting technical on us with the guitar?
Yeah, they're doing like some kind of harmonics now.
They're good on that farm. All right, here we go. You know this song?
No, I just kind of.
Wow, it's a sad song. Does this make you want to
Jill, I do. It's much easier to do with this type of music. Like, I can try to be a jerk and go in and dissect it, but I could put this on in the car and just... I'll keep my eyes open, but you know what I mean.
Chant, Do you ever let the technique go and just feel?
Someone just called me a virgin. Oh, they said Virgo.
Are you?
What?
Are you a Virgo?
I don't know what that means. Oh, that's
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's see what they're calling you. Virgo.
Oh, they don't know what I am, huh? It's why would they know that? I feel like
Virgo sign. Did I spell it right?
everyone that knows me knows what I am, but well, like it matters. I don't know.
Okay. Virgo.
Do you invest any like thought into that? Like, oh, they must be that because they act this way. Like, how do you?
You know, so what's funny is that my sign is like, well, like when I look at like, well, first of all, like, yeah, no, I don't believe in like astrology.
But you believe in evolution, isn't it? Like,
but no, it's not.
Like it's Satanism and all that. Like,
no.
Okay.
I know, so I don't believe in astrology. But when I look up, like, watch my sign. Let me look it up, and then we'll see.
What's your sign?
All right. So, what do they say?
Kimmy said she's married to. Oh, I thought she said. I said someone called me a virgin, and Kimmy said I'm married to one.
All right, I'm gonna put in what.
I think she means Virgo.
I'm gonna say what personality is a
Kimmy,
Virgo?
give him a break. Oh, jeez. How do you handle a Virgo woman? Did you see that?
I mean, maybe you have like a female personality. All right, look at mine. Here's mine. Tell me if mine is correct. Okay, so I'm a Pisces, y'all. Pisces in the house. Chen, are you ready for this? I'll read it and you react. So let's see your reaction to this. Don't read it. I'm gonna read it.
Say?
Don't look ahead.
Oh,
okay. The Pisces personality is very friendly and selfless.
You're Pisces?
Yeah, I'm Pisces. Wow, this is not the one that I like. I found a better one that made me sound better. But here we go. The Pisces personality.
You're too friendly. You have too many friends.
That's true. Well, it says that I'm very friendly and selfless, but can at times feel overwhelmed by the whirlwinds of strong emotions. Pisces traits include being creative, sensual, and imaginative. Pisces zodiac aspires to achieve emotional, spiritual harmony, demonstrated daily through their generosity. The other one made me sound cooler. Let's look.
What don't you like about that one?
Well, I don't like. Do you think I'm overwhelmed by whirlwinds of strong emotions?
So
what the hell? Take it back! Take it back! Okay.
I can see that.
I don't see that. Okay, go.
Would you say this, that you could say that's true, but you don't let anybody see it? You enjoy having a good grasp on it.
So then that's why I like alcohol, because like the Drake line says, you know, I pop bottles because I bottle my emotions.
And you are very sensual.
True.
I got a picture to prove it.
Okay, so let's look up. Do you want to look up Virgo, or do you want to look up your real sign?
Let's look up Virgo because I want to see what people think, why they think I'm a Virgo.
So let's
go. Also look up Virgin.
So see, this one's making you sound too cool. Mine is like all the negatives. Okay.
Okay, Kimmy, let us confirm that Kimmy has 2 children. So I was very confused.
Okay, here we go. Virgos have many great personality traits, but sometimes an over-extortion of these astrological personality traits cause them to have a negative effect on the Virgo. What? These negative traits include the need to overanalyze situations and hold very critical eye on themselves, along with everyone else in their life. Woo! Who said that? Who said that was you?
I have a...
You know what we've confirmed? Your parents lied about when you were born.
I am sign fluid.
Sign fluid.
What do they call them? They don't just call them signs. What's the like technical term for them?
What?
What's your
sign?
But isn't there a more technical term? I don't know. Let's look at my actual one.
Okay,
now.
what is your actual one?
Aries.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait. Maybe I read. Okay, never mind.
You did. He read Aries.
No, I didn't read Aries. No.
You're also dragons, right? You're the dragon.
We're both dragons.
You're the dragon, baby. All right,
You're
here
the
we go.
dragon, like Bruce Lee.
There's no one website that shows all of them, so I have to get it from like different ones. I don't want to go to one that makes it sound too cool. Okay, you ready for this one? This
Yes.
is just the first link on. Okay, the people born under the zodiac sign Aries are curious, energetic, upbeat, and enthusiastic, and they want to initiate and make things happen rather than them being spectators. They need excitement, or the need for excitement push them into new territories and make them extremely action-oriented. Now let's look at some of the cons. Are you ready?
There's cons?
Arrogant, stubborn, impulsive, undisciplined, confrontational, tendency to leave projects midway. I got you on that one. Got him.
That is very interesting.
See, my you know what my cons are for like the Pisces. It's
Wait,
like,
that's very interesting. We didn't talk about your cons. You
No,
just
my
skipped
con,
them.
one of my cons is like they're too selfless, and so I'm like R. Kelly in that interview where he was talking about like, you know what my problem is? I love too much. I love these people too much, and they keep hurting me. So that's my problem. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wow, Jill says, let's change our icons to Alex's faces.
I want to know what Sarah said. It says message retracted.
What? Guys, you can't be leaving mean things there. All right.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. All right. Well, I want to. Rose says, here's a question. I was born 2.5 months early, born with a different sign than I was supposed to have. So which am I really?
Either one of two things is happening. Either your mom ain't your real mom. Or no, I'm kidding. No.
That doesn't even make sense.
Because then she was born to someone else and they lied about her birthday.
Oh.
No.
Like Dwight Schrute says, you got to mark the foot with an indecipherable
Here's
logo.
something to think about, all right? When you think about astrological signs, when the astrological signs were created thousands of years ago, the stars were in different places, where I think it's like 3 months off for where the astrological signs are now. Something to think about. So, Rose. Also, in astrology, there's like a rising sign, something else. A rising sign, what is it? Like when the sun goes down?
Sunset.
Not like a descending sign or something
I'm
like
not
that.
sure.
I don't know, Rose. Do something and search for yourself. And then let us know what you find.
Just pick one.
I just pick a sign.
I'm not an Aries.
I'm a Pisces for sure.
I think you can change, though.
Really?
I think I changed junior year.
And why did you change? Guys, Vincent used to be a different person junior. I could tell you some crazy. Should I tell him? Nah, you would get sued.
You know what? You know what's weird? I never thought of this till just now.
It wasn't when you met me. That's when you changed.
No, what I was going to say is even more significant.
Wow.
I could say like my wife. Who knows you better than anyone or whatever. Or, my parents, they've known me my whole life. But you know how you don't really give everything to your parents? You're not an open book really with your parents.
True.
You know what I just realized? I don't think anyone, because I don't keep in touch with anybody. I don't talk to anybody from high school.
I know.
I have like no friends, and that is by design. But I think you're the only person that was there BC and AD. You're the only person that, because I had friends before, and I had acquaintances after, but you're the only person that was there when I was that person, and then now.
That's why when I see you do things, I'm like, typical Chant. Shady.
But is it obvious to you, like when you think of things that happened like freshman year and then like now, Is it, or am I just like exaggerating it in my head?
Wait, what say that again?
Do you think I kind of became a different person?
I mean, I think we all became different people. Like, I see things that I put on Instagram like 4 years ago, and I'm like, who is this clown? Let me delete this.
Because I used to be like really cocky.
You were cocky, yeah.
And kind of full of myself.
Yeah.
And then I became unbelievably insecure and paranoid.
Oh,
and
you know what? I didn't even notice that flip happened.
Well, remember I was like crazy, like depressed junior year.
Yeah.
And I grew my hair real long.
Yes, I remember. Man, I didn't even know.
I became a completely different person. And you remember there was a very bad relationship.
Yes.
A very codependent, ugly, horrible relationship. Unhealthy.
Guys, I won't even give like real details, but let me say this.
I was in a severely codependent relationship for 8 years.
Yeah. So you guys got to understand that we were in high school and Vincent had already been with this person for like even before high school. You got with this person like in middle school or something, right?
She was my PE teacher.
I mean, that would have been amazing.
I wish.
No, but yeah. 8 years at like that age. Imagine being in a crazy relationship at that age. That could never be me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was from 6th grade. And by 8th grade, it was like whole life planned out. Marriage, kids, names of kids, where you're going to live, all that. Crazy. And then it like imploded, it became real ugly. And then like things got real dark, and then I completely changed.
Wait, was it that relationship that made the whole thing change?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
What? Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna have to delve into that at another time. Okay, let's talk to the since we're on the wide. We'll talk this way too.
So there was a bad breakup.
Yes.
I was a really, really bad boyfriend. Bad.
Vincent was a bad boyfriend because he was talking to this girl Kathy at the same time. Wait, was that at the same
That
time?
was
or not?
that was after. That was
Afterwards,
after.
okay.
Yeah. I thought we weren't gonna say any names.
I know. I should be saying names.
But and then it was like, and then remember we'd break up like every week.
Yes.
And then one time the girl wanted to like break up, and then I was like, all right, so when are we getting back together? Like that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then one time it was like, oh, we're not this time.
You thought you were gonna marry this girl. Like you thought.
No
like,
question.
no
We were
question.
technically engaged.
Yeah.
Like there was a ring and everything.
Yeah.
It turned her finger green, but the thought counted.
You bought that in an alley somewhere.
It was, I think it was at a Target.
Hey, Jill is Aquarius. You know why I like Aquariuses? Because of this girl. Let me show you this. Actually, I don't know. Do you know this song? If you're an Aquarius, I want to know if you know this song. Because this is my celebrity crush. She was inspired by them. But my celebrity crush, Tinashe, original album called Aquarius. Chen, do you like this? React to Tinashe. This is her first album.
I don't know if it's even fair to connect them. I don't like hip hop, but I tend to like R&B.
Hold on. Oh wait, they like this dance. Hey, Aquarius. You like that or no? You like the voice?
It is nice.
Okay.
Yes. But anyway, just to nip it in the bud, I'm kind of glad that it happened because I often think of that as like the place where it kind of turned me in a better direction, and I think I became a lot more.
So you like the insecure you more than the confident
I
you?
like being introverted. I feel like it's a lot more I feel like it makes you think about stuff more, and you're
Well,
not.
you can be cocky and introverted. Can't you?
I
Or no?
guess so, but I just happened to be more extroverted at the time.
Like that guy on the PewDiePie video where he was like, "Yeah, I think that I'm just like too smart for everyone, and that people don't get me."
Which one was that?
I don't know. I'll have to find the clip.
He was showing a clip of some. Oh,
That guy who was, I forgot. He was like at a conference, at like some gamer conference.
Yeah,
And he didn't hang out with people because he's like, I think I'm like
Yeah,
too smart.
He was like should have shut up and he kept
Oh,
going.
no.
He was on a panel. Anyway, we should move on to the rest of. Oh my gosh, we don't have time for this. I'm gonna say the name Conor McGregor
Conor.
because it's in the title.
Conor.
I'm gonna say the name Conor McGregor,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna go.
The man was a fanboy.
Oh, we got disconnected. Never mind. Conor.
But you're not really fine. Jill is a Virgo.
He bought T-shirts of mine.
Conor McGregor, he's a UFC fighter. Someone was trying to take a picture of him, and he was acting like a jerk, and he took their phone, and he broke their phone, and then I think he got arrested, and he's a big troublemaker. Nobody likes him, and nobody should like him. He's a big dummy. Okay, done with Conor McGregor. I really want to watch this Bohemian Rhapsody thing. I know we're at like 4.5
Wait,
hours already,
Bohemian
but I really
Rhapsody?
want to watch Bohemian Rhapsody. It's on trending. It's the one that talks about the horrible edits in the movie, and I wanted your take on this because you're an editor.
Oh, okay. You want that Alex RMZ take, huh? Is that what y'all want? All right, let's find this thing. Have you been watching these how to pull pineapples apart thing?
That's a trend?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
You know what? This is gonna be trending. So, well, I mean, it's already been trending, but let me just show you this first.
To do the pineapple peeling. Now, if you haven't seen,
So, you know how pineapples have all these little pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Those are all actual little things you can cut out or just rip out and bite. Watch, you'll see.
No.
Yeah.
spot here is called the eye or the flower cup.
I love pineapples. So if it's going to be easier for me to take them apart, this is amazing because they're a pain to open.
Or the top. Let's remove the crown first.
Okay, so she's gonna start. So she's.
Is that why they're doing this? It's not just like a meme. It's because it's legitimately hard to open pineapples and people love pineapples.
Probably, but look, imagine with this technique, you can just sit back at home, have the whole pineapple on your belly, and be like, shh, keep playing these hairy videos.
Oh
Like,
my god!
imagine that. Oh, all right,
With some tahini.
watch this. Watch this, champ.
And then the video, they just show them, plucking it apart. In either, they said that you could try rolling it to kind of separate it.
She's weak.
She seems like she's not that good at it.
I know. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, you see that?
I got one right there. Each one.
It's like a little tooth.
You can kind of use your nail.
She's kind
Or a
of.
big
I don't know
tooth.
why she's doing it like that, but I've seen people just, from these pieces, they just grab that little thing and then.
That's what I was hoping for. You can yank it out.
No, you just yank them off. Yeah,
What?
that's what they've been doing. All right, let's go to this Bohemian
Oh my
Rhapsody video.
gosh.
Something to try out, and then let the Squid Squad know.
Yes.
All right. Mama Babylon girl, Mama Babylon girl. Hey, any Squid Squad into ASMR? Because I'm an ASMR lover myself. All right. And my little sister likes ASMR. Do you know Clara likes ASMR?
I think you mentioned
yeah.
that.
All right. I don't see this Bohemian
I thought
Rhapsody.
I just saw you pass it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
scroll.
It's
I'm gonna
okay. Keep
scroll.
going.
You tell me when to stop.
Right there. Bad editing breakdown.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody won the Oscar for Best Editing at the 2019 Academy
Oh,
Awards.
shoot.
This is interesting because the movie contains several scenes that are masterclasses in poor editing.
Right, now that everybody's got an acceptable name, let's get to it. Look, we just really need something special.
Is that Mike Myers?
Boy, it's my killer queen.
Let's examine one of the
That
worst
was,
offenders
by the
in
way,
film.
that was a poor decision on the casting department.
What?
Because when you put Mike Myers in a position in any type of wardrobe or facial stuff, you're thinking Austin Powers or the Love Guru. He can't do that anymore because it made me laugh as soon as I saw it, and the way he was talking, it sounded like an Austin
It
Powers
did,
character.
kinda, yeah,
it's
it
just he can't get away with that. It's automatically corny and funny.
We're gonna name you guys Queen, baby.
All right, here we go.
And break down why exactly the editing of the scene is so bad.
Now, do you care about bad editing in movies or
Cuts
no?
in the scene are particularly jarring.
I don't think I
They
do.
stand out to an attentive audience member for 3 reasons. First, many of the cuts are unmotivated.
See, who in the audience is gonna say, "Oh, that was not motivated"?
No, well, here's the thing that this guy may not because I cannot judge if they were bad cuts or not. If I'm not hearing the audio of if he doesn't let me watch the scene, then I can't tell if they're bad
Was
cuts
he
or not.
playing the audio though? It
He
felt
wasn't.
like there was a silent moment.
No. The guy's talking. Like, watch.
Oh.
Yeah, look.
Audience member for 3 reasons.
See, he could be letting me watch his thing. This is not a good video for us to react to. How am I supposed to know if these are good cuts? We have to see the scene.
Let's see a little more then, because I really wanted you to be able to have something to tear apart.
Do you remember? Should I give the Squid Squad a blast from the past? I made a documentary about editing. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Should I play it for him?
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. This is a college project of mine, and you guys are the only people who are going to be able to watch it. Well, don't show the screen to them because this is a secret YouTube channel. Okay.
Isn't it? Oh.
Remember this one? Let's see.
I thought it was on Vimeo or something.
No, it's right here. Chant, entertain the Squid Squad.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's gonna take 30
you guys
seconds.
you guys are still there. Why you don't think stripper names for babies are cute? What are you guys talking about? Kim BB5 exclusive. What? Oh, they're talking about their children. That's sweet.
All right, here we go. Check out this amazing documentary. How come I can't find it on here?
I used to have a dog. I'm not okay. I'm not being rude. I know you're talking about your children, but because you're talking about unique names, it made me think of my dog. When I was a little kid, I had a dog named Pee Wee Herman Shaggy D.A. Skunk, and he went to live on a farm, and I was devastated.
Chant, can you give your reaction on this documentary?
And that's not a joke. That's true. Yes.
Hombre Studios. That's the name that Vincent came up with. Alex RMZ Film. That's Lincoln's Eye right there. And the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I have a blink.
And this song is from Amelie.
The day was March 29th, 2008. I was in the cafeteria enjoying my lunch, pondering life, when all of a sudden, I blinked. Okay, so it's not such a big deal. Everybody blinks. But why did I blink? Why do you blink? Why do people blink?
So far, what do you think of this documentary?
I want to know why you don't make videos like this anymore. This is good.
Is it good?
Yes.
All right. Well, that was all about editing and about how, like, when we're watching. So, Walter Murch, the guy who wrote the book about editing, he was saying, like, when you blink, it's signs of like cognitive activity. So he's like, if you actually watch a movie with an audience and you have a camera behind the scene, behind the screen, and you're seeing everybody watching it, they're going to be so in tune with the movie that they're going to be blinking during the cuts of the movie. Like, because the storyteller, the filmmaker, is using editing to tell the story and move the scene along, right? To move the movie along.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're moving the movie along by giving you new bits of information, you're going to be so in tune with the editing and you'll actually blink during the cuts. Something to think about.
Is that just one guy's theory, or that's true?
Let me look it up again, because I don't think he actually did the camera work, but he was talking about how they did time it and like how blinking works and like the its connection to
I guess it could be
your
really
thinking.
easy to test if there was like 5 of us here, huh? And then we watch a movie and there's a
I know
camera
he was
right there.
talking about that scene. If they tested it, I'll look it up, and next week I'll let the Squid Squad know. Okay.
I mean,
let's talk about life, Jen. So, We're gonna have to do a whole show on this breakup. If people in the comments let us know if you want to get it deep into Vincent's breakup, and I'll grill him on it. You guys know I'm here for you. I'm part of the Squid Squad myself. If you whatever you want from Vince, let me know. He'll be grilled. I'll make him cry on this podcast. All right, just for you guys. Let me play like something old from us. Let's see. What can we show?
Oh, should they be seeing this right now?
Oh shoot! Should I show them 11:30 a.m. or should I show them one of your old songs?
Oh, neither. Oh gosh, neither.
Here's an old song from Vincent.
Oh no!
Covering the.
Oh, perfect.
Let's hear it. How about react to yourself?
He needs to kill yourself.
No.
End your channel.
Keep living.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
this is not bad.
It gets bad on the bridge, cause oh jeez. Oh.
Guys, I'm telling you, Vincent's.
That was the wrong chord.
I have hours and days worth of footage. Vincent's been hiding it from you. I'm here to share that stuff.
Look at those mutton chops. Oh jeez.
Chen, you had to record in the garage?
Yes. Everyone was asleep inside. Oh no.
So there's nothing good about this.
I sound like that girl from Little Mix the other day.
How does she sound? Oh. Fake vibratos. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Okay.
I woke up today.
Keep going, chant.
I don't know the words. I was looking at the lyrics right there too.
Oh yeah, he was looking at the lyrics there on the corner. Okay.
Oh man. All right.
Well, that's enough old school clips for today. Should we? I mean, I can pull up more for us.
No, that's fine. That is. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. I saw footage of myself much too often, and I tried to make the proper adjustments. So that's what happened. When you are in front of a camera too much, it does that to you. How old was I there? I believe I was 20 or 21 at the oldest. Pretty sure I was 20 right there.
Just because I love the Squid Squad so much, I'm going to give them another one. Here we go. Here's another one. This is Bruce Springsteen. This land is your land.
No. Oh,
have they ever heard you? Have they ever heard you play?
Can we go past that? Still?
What still? Have they ever heard you play harmonica?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh!
Man.
Okay.
This was before I found my voice. This is... Yeah. Yep. Ooh. This wall was made for you and me. Wouldn't that be a good like political? We make a video. This wall is my wall. This wall is your wall. They didn't make such a fuss about the one in Israel, did they?
They did.
Did they?
They did make a fuss.
I guess they don't. How come the Mexico one's bad, the Israel one's bad, China one?
Well, you know what's funny is that the Huns went over the Great Wall of China. So
it's like a gigantic forever there fail.
Well, no, it worked, but eventually they got invaded.
So now it's just like it looks nice.
No, but I mean it's a marvel of mankind, like that we were able to build that. Like imagine like one thing that is like mind blowing to me. Like we think about like the pyramids. Like, man, look at these huge structures that man have built. But think about how much of the world is like paved because of roads. Like, if you had to choose which more impressive, that we have roads everywhere and then we can travel, or the pyramids, it's like the roads. How are there roads everywhere? And we can travel to everywhere by land.
I do think about that sometimes, like when I'm driving and I see all the things like overlapping each other. It's like, where did they even start? This is crazy.
Like all the planning that has to go into that.
I do want to acknowledge Rose saying, I so would have been crushing on you back then. Like, hello?
Nah, Rose.
Thanks a lot.
Rose, you're right. You're right. But you know, Rose is into the dark arts out there in 666 land.
You had to zoom in.
He did zoom in.
666, yeah. All right, I guess we should wrap it up now. I mean, it's been like 2 hours, huh?
It's been a while.
I should probably get back. Is there anything else you want to acknowledge before we go? I mean, we hit the things we wanted to talk about in the title, so we weren't clickbaity. We gave them some extra nuggets.
I'm just finding a song to play us out, so I'm ready to go when you are.
Well, we were on at an odd time today. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but I don't mind. We had a good time here. I'm glad that I showed up. I'm glad that you showed up.
There were
Happy
good
birthday,
times.
Kimmy.
There were bad times. Kimmy was born on this day years. Oh my God, my computer just died. Oh, okay.
Here, Bluetooth it.
Hold on, I'm about to play it on this.
Kimmy's birthday was
the
however
Bluetooth
many
on?
years ago. It got disconnected, but
I'll play it on here.
yesterday.
I'll play it on here. You outro it and I'll get the song ready.
Okay. So what's the name of the Insta group? And thanks. You're welcome. Oh, Pi Day. That's right. What's the name of the Instagram group they made? I'm not even in it yet. I don't even know if I got sent a thing.
I think Fatima is the one who owns it. I'm not sure.
You have to ask Fatima. Anyone that's in the group right now, can you let Kimmy know? Because I don't even know how to access that group.
Hey, shout out to all the Squid Squad that showed up for the very first week of this podcast. We just started it on Monday, right?
Yeah. This is our 5th day.
New thing. And then hopefully we can get some prizes for them like soon.
Yes.
Next week.
That would be very. I have a box of VHS tapes that I would love to send you. We want to start pulling winners. Somebody please let Kimmy and Jill know what the Instagram group is if you know it. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know. I don't know. We're not going to stream tomorrow or Sunday, but we will have uploads. We stream Monday through Friday. It's every weekday, bro. We will have uploads, though. So have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And we will see you whenever we see you.
Peace out, Squid Squad.
Later.